hailing from just a few states over. She loves a good Cheez-It and will wash it down with some swig. She loves Scrabble, outdoor concerts at the Ruoff, and golfing at Crooked Stick. She's every ref's favorite, and she dresses like a CEO because she's a boss. Please welcome to the show, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark just walked into the lion's den and didn't flinch for a second. In her boldest interview yet, the WNBA's biggest star joined Sue Bird live at All-Star Weekend and immediately lit the room on fire as a special guest of a Touch More podcast. From shutting down NBA rumors with brutal honesty, to revealing how she really feels about becoming a walking meme, to throwing subtle but spicy shade at her own coach, nothing was off limits. Forget the media-polished pressers. This was raw, unscripted Caitlin, funny, feisty, and absolutely unfiltered. And if you thought you knew her already, think again, because she gave us the kind of honesty that headlines are made of. We're breaking down the biggest, boldest, and most controversial moments from this explosive conversation you do not want to miss. Comment CC Superstar to show her your love and support. Let's go.
First and foremost, you're in your second year. You're already getting an all-star game, so you get to host, which is amazing. Obviously, we'll just say the obvious. We're all very bummed that you can't participate.
Me too.
Yeah, I know you're bummed as well. But you can still enjoy it. Yeah. I think Indiana so far has done an incredible job.
Caitlin Clark may not have suited up for the all-star game, but make no mistake, she was the face of the entire weekend. In the heart of Indiana, her adopted home, Caitlin stepped into the spotlight as the unofficial host of the WNBA's biggest party.
The city has done a tremendous job of, decking out the whole place and making everybody feel welcome. So it's just getting started.
From giant Nike billboards draped across the city to jam-packed media appearances, her presence was felt everywhere. And despite not being able to play, she embraced the role with pride and purpose, reminding everyone why she's not just a star on the court, but a symbol of the league's future off of it.
I think it's amazing. You wouldn't want it the other way. So you just enjoy it. And they've put so much time, effort, and money. When we found out we were getting All-Star shortly after All-Star last year in Phoenix, they've been working on this around the clock. There's been so many different committees and so many different people that will never get credit for what they've been able to do and just the logistics behind it to make it amazing, not only for the people that are going to go to the three-point competition, skills competition, or the game, but just the people that are coming into the city to be around and just see everything that's being put on and just enjoy the vibes, I think is absolutely incredible.
Caitlin was all in on making the All-Star Weekend unforgettable, even from the sidelines. She praised Indiana's behind-the-scenes efforts, made it clear how much she values the fan base that's embraced her, and emphasized how important it was for her to show up for her city. Even without lacing up, she owned the moment like only Caitlin Clark can.
For myself, you embrace being the host. Who knows if we'll ever get to bring it back here. I'm sure we will at some point, but maybe not for a few years. So just trying to do, everything I can to make it amazing for everyone.
When you're Caitlin Clark, every move you make is under a microscope. And in this next part of the interview, she gets candid about it. The noise, the scrutiny, and the pressure that comes with being one of the most talked about athletes in the world. But Caitlin doesn't flinch. She shares how social media creates a warped version of reality, and how the real grounding moments come not from likes or headlines, but from kids in the stands, wide-eyed and inspired. For her, those are the moments that matter.
Well, I think first, you have to remember social media is just such a false perception of reality. And even for myself, you don't always realize that at times, it's not the real world. And, when you're in a position of, people are going to love you, people aren't going to like you. But I think when I show up to arenas, those are the moments that really remind me of how many people are really there supporting you and loving you. The little boys and the little girls, those are the people that are on social media, caring about every decision you make or every comment you make. But also at the same time, I feel I just try to show up every single day and be myself and approach it that way and just be authentically me. And
she reveals that while fans may see the fire and intensity on the court, her teammates know her as the jokester, the comedic relief in the locker room. It's a reminder that we only get a sliver of who she is during televised games. The rest is hidden in group chats, practice sessions, and hotel hallways.
What do you feel is the most misunderstood thing about you on the court and off the court? The personas, if you will.
Ooh. I feel a lot of people don't realize how goofy I actually am. And I think a lot of my teammates would say that even like Steph White was saying this the other day, like people don't realize like I'm just like comedic relief in the locker room. Like once I step on the court, like I'm super fiery and like I want to kill, but every moment other than that, it's like it's not serious. Like I just have fun, I have a good time. Like,
But don't mistake that goofiness for weakness. Caitlin breaks down how she shifts between her different selves: the athlete, the teammate, the daughter, the public figure. And rather than using it as a mask, she sees it as a strength. It's how she protects her peace, how she copes with criticism, and how she's managed to stay grounded despite the chaos around her. It's a rare moment of introspection from an athlete who's constantly in the spotlight. Vulnerable, honest, and quietly powerful. This is Caitlin Clark, Beyond the Box Scores.
Oh no, you got jokes in the group chat.
yeah, group chat gets
I'm like,
fire.
sometimes I'm like, this motherfucker is a troll.
But I don't know. I feel like the more you get to know your teammates or your coworkers or whoever it is, like you just become more comfortable and, you know, you kind of understand them and they understand you. But I feel like anytime like you're in your private life or with your family, like you're truly just yourself at the end of the day. But I don't think it's like a like coping as much. I feel like it's just more so like a comfortability thing and like building that trust within your locker room first and foremost, more than anything.
Every superstar has that moment, when the spotlight hits just a little different. For Caitlin Clark, there wasn't just one. From Travis Scott randomly posting her on his Instagram story back in college to dropping a legendary 41-point triple-double in the Final Four. Her rise has been built on jaw-dropping performances and viral moments that no one could ignore. And as she shares here, that Louisville game wasn't just a win. It was the night the world really took notice.
Back to like my freshman year of college, like when we played UConn in the Sweet 16, we ended up losing in San Antonio. Like I remember Travis Scott had posted me on his story and I like got back to my phone and like everyone was texting me. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea why he did that. Like, I'm like, that's super cool. But yeah. But I would say like probably when we beat Louisville, my junior year to go to the Final Four in Seattle. I had like 41. I think I had 41, like 10 and 12 or something like that. But that was like the moment I really felt like things were really starting to change.
But the surreal part? It wasn't the cameras or the headlines. It was seeing her idols react. LeBron James, Steph Curry. Athletes she grew up watching were now shouting her out.
I think the one person that like really like made me starstruck probably was LeBron, because like LeBron was a person that I grew up like absolutely loving. Like he was like my Michael Jordan because I was younger, and like that's the person that I always looked up to. And so I'd say him, even throughout, and Steph, even those like at the end of my college career, they began to like comment on some things as I was ending my career and then now professionally. But I feel like I still have a lot of those moments and it doesn't always feel real because, you know, I feel very lucky and fortunate.
That level of recognition doesn't just validate your game. It reshapes your entire world. And yet, through it all, Caitlin still carries herself with the same wide-eyed wonder.
You did turn down the NBA offer for the 3-point contest. That was the whole thing. But you did turn that down, but you made good on your word. You wanted to show up for Indiana in the WNBA All-Star game. What went into that decision-making process?
Yeah, well, I mean, they obviously really wanted me and Sabrina to do it, maybe a couple other people as well. And I was just like, well, I mean, that would make the one here a little like just not as fun. So, and it's in your own city. Like I was going to do it no matter what. And I wanted my first one to be here in front of our fans.
If there's one thing Caitlin Clark made crystal clear in this interview, she's not here for falsehoods from the legacy media. In a moment that had the crowd buzzing, she took direct aim at the ridiculous rumor claiming she turned down the NBA 3-point contest because she didn't want to shoot off a rack.
So recently there was like that rumor, lie, whatever you want to call it, which was so dumb that you declined because you didn't want to shoot off a rack.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Where do these people come up with this shit is beyond. But I'm actually curious. You finally, it doesn't always happen. Honestly, even we have a podcast, mics on our face. You don't always get the opportunity to be like, no, that was a lie.
Yeah.
And just kind of like call it out and like fact check them.
Yeah.
That had to have felt good.
It did feel good. I don't know who wrote the article, but I'm sure they didn't feel great about themselves after I did that. So I don't know who their source was, but whoever their source was wrong.
Her reaction, equal parts disbelief and sarcasm. And while she laughed it off, Caitlin didn't hesitate to call out the media for running with baseless narratives. It was the kind of moment where you remember, this is someone who isn't just playing the game, she's owning her voice in it too.
So I shot 30 times a game. So I always thought I was on a heater. Some nights I was, some nights I wasn't. But I would say more so professionally, like that Liberty game, I feel like as a shooter, like when you see like 2 or 3 go in, especially like for me, like if I have 2 back to back in a row, like I'm probably gonna launch a third that maybe isn't advised by Steph, but like I gotta get it up. And then if the third goes in, like you're just hot. I think as a shooter, like your confidence just builds and builds and builds. It's just coming off your hand better. The rim looks big.
And then came the subtle jab when she shifted from myth busting to mindset. Talking about her now iconic Liberty game, Caitlin gave a masterclass on what it means to be in the zone. 2 quick buckets, that's the green light. 3, she's launching heat checks whether her coach likes it or not. And here's where she couldn't help but toss in a cheeky jab. With a smile, she hinted that not every shot might be advised by Coach Steph. And the room erupted. It was light, it was funny, but it was classic Clark. Confident, self-aware, and never missing a chance to speak her truth, on or off the court. Clark reveals how much trust she places in her own instincts. Whether she's torching defenders or setting the record straight on national narratives, Caitlin is proving she's as mentally sharp as she is lethal with the ball.
That moment I had with Stewie when I made that one over her, like, I don't know how I made that shot. Like, I barely got it over her fingertips. Like, Stewie's one of the longest players in the league.
Like 8 feet with her arms. Yeah.
And I just started laughing, and then Stewie was laughing because we were both like, wait, what? How'd that go in?
How do we feel about butter,
This is
Caitlin?
me made out of butter. So if I don't know if anybody is from Iowa in here, but if you are, oh, sweet, we got a couple.
It sounded like one.
The Iowa State.
That was just 2 claps by one person.
A couple.
Yeah.
The Iowa State Fair is one of the best fairs in the country, but
I believe that.
They're known for making a cow out of butter, and a couple years ago they decided to sculpt me out of butter. You can see the cow's nose over there to the left, and that's me made out of butter.
Only in Iowa could a basketball phenom end up as a block of dairy art. Caitlin recalls the moment she discovered she'd been sculpted in butter for the Iowa State Fair, positioned right next to the legendary butter cow. As strange as it sounds, it was a full circle moment for her, a nod to her roots, her fame, and her place in the state's cultural heart. She explained the process like a proud Iowan. A local sculptor and her daughters have now passed down the buttery tradition of immortalizing Caitlin.
Next up, whisper, whisper, whisper.
Ooh. Oh. Well, I never really say it like that.
What
we
were you
whisper then?
actually saying? Don't lie to us.
Honestly, like, I love football and I know a lot about football, so I was like telling her like why they threw a flag or like, but in the best way. Like,
She doesn't know a lot about
I don't
football?
even know everything. Like, so I was just explaining things, but yeah, that was really fun.
If you blinked in early January, you might have missed one of the most viral snapshots of the year. Caitlin Clark whispering into Taylor Swift's ear during a Chiefs playoff game. For days, the internet spiraled with theories, but Caitlin finally cleared it up. She was just explaining why a flag was thrown. Her calm delivery and football IQ met Swift's curiosity in a moment that was way more ordinary than it looked.
I'm a big Chiefs fan, so getting to spend time with Taylor, and then also Travis played really well that game. The Chiefs won. It was the playoffs.
Yet for Caitlin, it wasn't just a random sideline exchange. It was pure magic. A lifelong Chiefs fan, she was buzzing about watching Travis Kelce dominate the game while sharing a box with Taylor Swift. Her face glowed red from the cold, but the energy in the suite was unmatched. It was a moment where sports, pop culture, and real-life joy collided. And Caitlin just rolled with it like the seasoned pro she is.
I feel like every game there's always like a new meme of me doing something.
This one is top notch. I don't even know what happened.
I mean,
I
either.
do.
What game is this?
I have no idea.
Atlanta. Ryan Howard was trying to rough you up.
Oh,
Is that
I
this?
was like, I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care.
You're like, I'm not scared of you.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
I'm not scared of you.
Who are you?
Yeah,
I did say that.
Every athlete has that one meme-worthy moment, and for Caitlin Clark, it came from a freeze frame during a face-off with Atlanta's Ryan Howard. In real time, Caitlin was locked in, standing her ground, and letting her competitor know she wasn't backing down. But in freeze frame, her expression was unintentionally hilarious, and the internet naturally made it go viral.
Like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I didn't actually look like that, right?
No, you were not that goofy in real time.
This is so good.
In real time, you were like, let's fucking go. Like, I'm right here. My whole face is right here. Freeze frame, you're like, my whole face is right here. Tough.
My hair's all messed up. I just got hit.
Yeah, you hadn't fixed the pony
No,
yet.
I hadn't.
Caitlyn laughed it off with self-awareness, owning the moment rather than avoiding it. She joked about her messed-up ponytail, her stretched-out facial expression, and how the image made her look way goofier than she actually was. It was one of the most relatable parts of the interview. Even a superstar can become a meme, and she's totally here for it, with a wink and a sense of humor. Before she was a basketball icon, Caitlyn was dropping yellow cards on the soccer field. One photo in particular brought back memories. A high school tournament shot of her mid-sprint, charging the goalie with cleats up and zero hesitation. She didn't score, but she made an impression, and not just on the goalie. That game, she says, came right after returning from playing for Team USA's under-16 squad, and she dove in headfirst, literally.
Tell us about well, first of all, what's happening here.
I don't know, honestly. I
do. We're
about
balls to the
killed
wall.
that goalie.
Yeah, this looks like a card.
Yeah.
Was there a card given on this play?
No.
This was a state tournament. This must have been my sophomore year. No, or my freshman year. I'm not sure.
Got the Nike cleats.
But that's our rival. That was our rival high school, so we played at state. Got the Nike cleats. I thought my cleats were so sick. They were all white.
They are. Yeah. For sure.
I loved soccer cleats. Oh, it's the same with basketball shoes.
What really stood out in her retelling was her love for the gear. She gushed about her all-white Nike cleats like they were her first pair of Jordans. She joked about her aggressive play style and admitted defense was never her strong suit in any sport. Still, it's a glimpse into the athlete she's always been. Competitive, fearless, and always bringing the intensity, whether it's for a national team or a high school rivalry. From butter sculptures to buzzer beaters, Caitlin Clark's All-Star Weekend sit-down was everything fans hoped for. Raw, hilarious, and surprisingly revealing. She didn't shy away from addressing the noise. She embraced the spotlight with grace, and most importantly, she reminded everyone why she's more than just a headline. She's human. Whether she's hitting deep threes, navigating fame, or simply geeking out over football with Taylor Swift, Caitlyn continues to defy expectations on and off the court. And if there's one thing this interview proved, it's that the more we hear from her, the more we realize we're just scratching the surface. She's candid, she's sharp, she's unapologetically herself, and that's exactly why the world can't stop watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the real Caitlin Clark, comment CC Superstar to show her your love and support and drop your favorite moment from the interview. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.